Well, hello there. This here is my new baby elephant. So if you guys watched my previous video, you guys will know how I won this motorcycle at an auction. It cost me just $2,300, which is cheaper than the cost of my iPhone. I'll just show you what all I got with the motorcycle. So as soon as you open the top box, it comes with the mandatory Haynes manual. Obviously no one believes in going to the dealership. And then we have the service manual as well. We'll talk about that switch gear later. So the motorcycle was originally purchased in Queensland and he serviced it diligently every 10,000 kilometers or 1 year. You can see the first service was at May of 2007. That was the pre-delivery check, and then the running in check was done at 939 kilometers in June of 2007. And then the next service was done in the second month of 2008 at 9,750 kilometers. From 9,750 kilometers in Feb 2008 to March of 2008, in 1 month he did 10,000 kilometers. He did service the bike, but it was outside Bmw. It was in Western Australia at Auto Classic. And then the next service was done at 29,721 kilometers in the 10th month of 2008. And after that, the next service was done at 39,088 kilometers in 10th month of 2009. And after that, I believe the motorcycle was sold to someone in NSW. So then the service was done at 52,325 kilometers in the 9th month of 2011. And the next service was done at 65,593 kilometers in the 11th month of 2013. That's almost 2 years it took to reach another 10,000 kilometers. And then the next service was done at 74,000 kilometers in the 4th month of 2015. And then again the next one was done in the 12th month of 2016. That's around more than a year actually, but the bike had done only 79,742 kilometers. I think by now the bike sold to someone else. I guess it's the third owner because the service center has changed from Fraser service to Fat Crank Motorcycles. The service was done at 84,500 kilometers in the second month of 2018, and then the final service was done at 87,000 kilometers in the third month of 2020. I got the bike on May 2026, so that's almost 6 years of the bike not being ridden, and I got it around the same 87,000 kilometers. I'll show it to you right now. So I got the bike at around 87,250 kilometers in May 2026. So the bike hasn't been ridden for around 6 years. So that's a lot of time for a motorcycle to be idle. Riding the bike, I couldn't find anything wrong with it. Obviously, I do need to replace all the fluids on the bike, the engine oil, the brake fluid, the clutch fluid. I need to service the drive shaft as well. I'll tell you what all I found wrong with the motorcycle. It's actually pretty minor. I couldn't find any leaks on the motorcycle. That's pretty surprising for a BMW, but it's actually a pretty reliable motorcycle. So we'll be talking about the reliability pretty soon. But yeah, the problems that I found are there's just this minor scratch here, few scratches on the panniers, there's a scratch on the instrument cluster. The switch gear is broken, that is the button for warming the seats, that's broken, but I got the replacement part along with the motorcycle thanks to the previous owner. That probably saved me around $200 to $250, so I just have to install it, then the seat heaters will work. And one of the headlight bulbs don't work, it's just the one on the left that works, the one on the right doesn't. And the tires are actually pretty old. They are manufactured in 2017, so that's almost 9 years old tires. They still have plenty of life left in them, but it's kind of risky riding the bike with these old tires. Obviously I'll also not get the blue slip if I go with these tires, so I'll need to replace both the front and back tires. They're actually pretty massive. This is 120/70 R17s. The rear tires are 180/55 R17s, ZR17s actually. So these are high-speed rated tires from I think Pirelli. They have enough life left in them, but definitely sitting idle for around 6 years. The tires are pretty hard, so it's actually not safe riding this motorcycle with these tires, so I'll definitely be replacing both the tires. The right indicator is slightly broken here, but they've done something to fix it, I guess, so it doesn't leak inside. So there's some scratches on the spark plug cover and the engine guard cover, and it's also faded, so I might just repaint those. Finally, the volume controls on the left hand side switchgear don't seem to work. Disassembling and cleaning it should fix the issue. Apart from these, there are no other issues with the motorcycle. In the next vlog, I'll be reviewing my motorbike.